Hi everyone, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite audiobooks that I had the chance to listen to and scribed, or that I really like, or that I think people should try because they're like amazing or well done. So because it's summer, maybe you want to try some audiobooks, or I don't know, maybe you need recommendations. So that's what I'm going to do today. So all the audiobooks I'm going to mention right now are available on Scribe because it's a platform I'm using. I'm not being paid by Scribe, but I just really love this application. I don't know, it's just well done, and there's actually a lot of books on it, and it's not really that expensive, so I really like it, and I'm just doing free publicity for Scribe right now, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to start talking about the audiobooks now. So the first audiobook I'm going to mention is an audiobook I've been mentioning for a while on my channel, begging people to try it as an audiobook, and it's The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. So in this book, you're following, I'm sorry, I can't say her name, it's too many consonant and vowels, and it's Xiomara, I think it's her name, it's how you say it. And she's an Afro-American teenager, and she lives in a family that's really religious, and her mom doesn't want her to go with boys, wants her to really go to church and to be a good Christian girl, but Xiomara doesn't really want that. I mean, it's not that she doesn't like a religion, she just wants to have a real teenager's experience, like she wants to go out with boys, she wants to do what she wants. And the thing is that she's writing her feelings in a journal, but she's writing it as slam and poetry. So the book is in verse. And one day she's at school, and one of her teachers advised her to join this poetry/slam club, and she goes here, and there is a competition at the end. But basically the book is about Xiomara finally like confronting a mom and actually also falling in love and all of that. I really liked it. And why is it good as an audiobook is that is Elizabeth Acevedo, the author, who reads the book. And it's beautiful because she used to write and say poetry out loud, like at like some, you know, like in bars, I don't know, it's called in English, I forgot, where an open mic. And she tells the story with it's so beautiful because she knows how to say the story. And I think if someone else would have told the story, it would have worked because she's the one who wrote the poetry, so she knows where to insist, where to do a certain voice, and it gave me chills and tears in my eyes. It was just so beautiful. The second book I'm going to mention is again by Elizabeth Acevedo, and it's basically for the same reason, but it's With the Fire on Hide. And in this one, it's prose, but still it's Elizabeth Acevedo who tells it, and it's beautiful because once again the character is from Dominican Republic, I think, and she speaks Spanish sometimes, and Elizabeth Acevedo speaks Spanish, and I think it's so pleasing to hear that. It was really a good experience. In With the Fire on Night, you're following this girl, and I forgot her name right now, but she's a young mom, like she's a teen mom, but it's not about her being pregnant, okay? She already has a baby girl. But the thing is that it's a last year as like she's a senior, and she's going to this elective class. It's a cooking class, and this girl loves cooking, okay? And everyone says that there is magic in her cooking, that it makes you happy, or it gives you what you want. And so she's going to this class, but actually it's not what she thought. And like she's questioning everything, her life, her future, her life with her aunt and her baby girl. So I really liked it. It was really cute, and of course there's a love story, but Elizabeth Acevedo telling the story was once again a major plus. Another audiobook that I really enjoyed was Daisy Jones and the Six. So in Daisy Jones and the Six, you're following a band called Daisy Jones and the Six during the 70s, 60s. I have a doubt now. And basically it's a lot of drama because you had this group at the beginning, it's a boy group, and you had Daisy Jones, and she was a lone singer, and they merged to form this group. And actually it's a lot of drama, and also it's a period book, and I really enjoyed it. You're following all the drama inside the band, but also their success and also their music in the book. And that's the only thing I didn't really like, it that I would have loved it even more as an audiobook if there was songs, actual songs in the audiobooks. I think that's something they could have done, but still the audiobook was really great because if I think there are at least 2 persons telling the story, and I really enjoy that. I love when there are several people doing the voices because it makes it even more realistic. So I really enjoyed it. It was really like I was in my bed listening to Daisy Jones and the Six, and it was really great. I thought I was in the same period as them, and I loved it. I wanted to dress like them, to be like them, like to say, I'm going away and I'm going to do some rock and roll, but no, I'm an English teacher, so that's not what happened. Another audiobook you have to try at least once because it's beautiful, and it's Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and J. Christoph. So you can try the Illuminae, Gemina or Obsidio because it's full cast character, like it's a full cast audiobook, and it's beautiful. It's really enjoyable because you feel like you're actually listening to a series or like a conversation between people. And I was afraid that it was going to be weird listening to Illuminae because it's a very visual book, but actually you completely get it, and I loved it. Like I just tried, like I haven't listened to the full audiobook because I couldn't, but I listened to like maybe 3 hours of it just to try because everyone was talking about it, and I wanted to see what it was, like what the fuss was about. But it's really amazing, and it's a completely new experience. So maybe what you could do is, if you never read Illuminae, pick the book and listen to the audiobook at the same time. I think it's the perfect like experience. The next book is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. So this was my first book by Ruta Sepetys, and I really enjoyed it. And why I advise you to read it, to listen to it as an audiobook, is that you have 4 people telling the story. Once again, it might not be a full cast, but at least you have different voices. And I thought it was really amazing because in this one, if you don't know what Salt to the Sea is, you're following people in Russia, what's the country? Ukraine? Somewhere in the east of Europe during World War II, and they are all going on this boat to escape from where they are. And it's actually based on a true story and something no one knows that happened during like World War II, and I thought it was really amazing. And I really liked the fact that we had different characters and different voices because you really feel like it's a testimony and not just a story. And I was so into it. It made me really emotional because I got really close to the characters, like maybe more than if I had read it like physically, because you hear their voice and they put like feelings into their voice, and you're like, I'm really sad for you and I want you to survive and I want you to be happy because I care for you. So I think that's really something that you can't get quite with reading the book. Maybe you do, but I don't know. For me, hearing different voices made me feel like I had real people telling the story, and I loved that. And last but not least, the last book I'm going to mention is a book that I didn't really enjoy, but I thought the audiobook was amazingly done and it was really an interesting experience. And it's Sadie. And Sadie, if you don't know what it is, it's like a thriller slash horror. No, it's not an horror, it's a thriller book, and you're following Sadie, and Sadie a few years ago her sister got killed, and so at the beginning of the book she's missing, and actually you're following at the same time Sadie, who is searching for her sister's killer, and at the same time you're following this radio program, like this podcast about the two girls and their history. And actually the guy who's doing the podcast is following Sadie, like trying to find where she is, at the same time like he's investigating on the case. And this is what I like about the audiobook, is that you have someone doing Sadie, and then you have the radio program. And the radio program is made as if it was really a radio program, because you have a jingle, you have everything, like, and when he talks throughout the radio program, you feel like he's talking in a mic, just like what you can hear on the radio actually. And I thought it was amazingly done. After, I didn't really like the story, but I think I enjoyed it more as an audiobook. But like, I think if I had read it as a book, I wouldn't have liked it at all. I think the audiobook made it better. So yeah, so it's something you could try if you want to read Sadie, or if you want to read something a bit different. Sadie is a good thing. It was not my favorite book, but really a good audiobook. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you're leaving this video with new book recommendation, or at least new audiobooks recommendation, because that was the goal of this video. Anyway, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel, and tell me in the comments down below if you have amazing audiobooks to recommend me. I would love to add some to my scribed reading list, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!